Good day, everyone. I am Lowell J.D. De Los Santos, your presenter for today. And I am from the program of Bachelor of Science in Information System of Northern Technological College from Panabo City. In this video presentation using OBS Studio, I'm about to share the basic process of random forest using wine dataset. So before we dig in our main topic, let's define first what is a random forest. So anyone, do you have any idea what is random forest algorithm? Okay, good. So a random forest is a supervised machine learning algorithm that is constructed from decision tree algorithms itself. This algorithm is applied in various industries such as banking and e-commerce to predict behavior and its outcomes. This tutor provides an overview of the random forest algorithm and how it works. This video will present the algorithm's features and how it is employed in real-life application manner. I know that some of us and most of us are familiar with this algorithm since Ms. Sargado discussed this algorithm now. And obviously, since we are talking about this algorithm and our our task is to find one dataset and utilize it using two types of algorithm in machine learning. And I am choosing random forest algorithm as one of my algorithm that we are going to utilize later. And also, since we are talking about wine dataset earlier, no? So that's the dataset that we are going to use for this algorithm. So let's define what are the description of wine dataset. So we have wine dataset here. So a dataset is related to read variants of Portuguese Vinho Verde wine. So the dataset describes the amount of various chemicals present in wine and their effect on its quality. So the dataset can be viewed as classification or regression task. The classes are ordered and not balanced. Like for example, there are much more normal wines than the excellent or the poor ones. Your task is to predict the quality of wine using the given data. A simple yet challenging project. Yes, it is. So to anticipate the quality of wine, the complexity arises due to the fact that the dataset has a fewer sample and is highly imbalanced. So imagine guys, no, without having seeing it personally those wines, no, it is hard for us to predict those data, no. So can you overcome these obstacles and build a good predictive model to classify them? Yes, it is because we have classification, no. Since we have our studio and with a random forest, those questions will be answered later. So this data frame contains the following columns. The following columns are what we all know as the variables. We have 13 variables out here. So we have the following. Fixed acidity. Sabayan niyo ako guys. We have a fixed acidity, volatile acidity, citric acid, residual sugar, we have chlorides, free sugar dioxide, total sulfur dioxide, density, pH, sulfates, alcohol, quality, and the last one is the taste. So thank you for cooperation guys now. So good day everyone, we're back. So after the discussion of our random forest algorithm or the algorithm that we are going to utilize right now, which is as what you can see here, we are doing some random forest in R. So we are going to use also a wine dataset that as what we are um, discussed earlier. Yeah. So, since as what you can see here, the wine dataset is hindi pa siya na i-import. So, we need to import the dataset. Make it sure guys your dataset is naka-CSV file ang format and ang path niya is nakalagay sa documents ninyo. So, import dataset from text base. Then make it sure guys again that your dataset is must be placed on your documents, not in your desktop or on your downloads. And just find wine dataset or you can also use other names guys. So it's kind of loading pa ang ating dataset. We can just simply wait and this is the result. Then you can just import the dataset. So how to import is just to click this one. So already readed na ang ating CSV file, no? So while loading this one, so mapapansin nyo, there is a 1,599 observation of data and 13 variables. Natandaan nyo pa ba yung 13 variables natin, guys? Yung last one is the taste, yeah? So introduction to random forest in R. We have head here. So napansin niyo 'di ba sa console natin, there is a view wine nung napindot natin 'to. So head function is primarily used to view the first few rows of a dataset only. So it only showcase three the first six data of wine. Hence, mapoproject doon yung lahat ng variables natin. So, let's just um, run this head function. Make it sure guys na maano niyo yung wine ha. So, this is the output of head. So, this must be the output guys ha. Then, we have dim or dimension of our studio or one of its function. So, ano nga ba yung dim guys? Wait. So we have dim or inbuilt R function that either sets or return the dimension of the matrix, array, or data frame as a whole. So just run this one, the dim function. So makikita nyo, um, there is 1,599 observation and 13 variables. So meaning to say, correct siya guys. There is no missing value. There is no NAs. Yeah. So, ang str wine, mapapansin nyo if there is a there is a NA or a question mark if i-compare nyo yung data sets nyo here, 1,599 observations, then ang dimension is nagkulang-kulang. So, meaning to say there is a NA, no? There is a missing data kapag ganun. So, we have str or the structure function of R. So, ang structure is used for compactly displaying the internal structure of R object, and it can also display even the internal structure of large lists which are nested or N. No? So, we can just run this one. So, yun yung nakikita nyo guys. So, we have data frames here or our variables. Sorry for ano guys for lag, kind of lag, yeah. So, we have data frames, 1,599 observation, and 13 variables. Then, as nakikita nyo, ang taste is naka-character siya or naka-categorical. No? So, katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, we can just simply transform this one into a factor since it's kind of like, for example, since there is no sex here, tapos ang dapat same lang sila, ang taste tsaka sex is almost the same output like this one, pero suddenly there is no sex variable here, no? So the output sa sex is male and female. Now we need to transform this taste as what we do on sex variables, which is transforming this character into a factor. Like sa sex, ang 1 is for male, and 0 is for female. While here, we can transform this factor into a 3 levels. Since we have normal, good, and ano nga ba yung isa guys? We have normal, good, and bad, no? So, saan na ba tayo? So, now we have to convert the quality values into a factor. Ito na yan, yung sinasabi ko. Wine dataset, you need to call this dataset or your dataset name. Then, para saan nga ba yung dollar sign function ni R? Guys, do you have any idea? So, sa wine taste as factor is like sa Excel, 'di ba? We use this one or the tawag nito, dollar sign function para to command the R na i-project kung ano yung specific variable that we are going to transform, no? So, we are going to transform the taste as a factor. So, let's just run this one, guys. You can simply, napapansin nyo, di ba, hindi ko pinipindot yung run. Because I am clicking control and enter. No? So, you can simply do the same para mas mabilis. Then, we have to get the structure of taste. No? So, yun na yun. So, nakita na natin yung specific na structure ni factor. From character, naging factor na siya. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, there is 3 levels. We have bad, good, and normal. Like, for example, si 3 is for bad. Then, si 2 is for good. Then, we have 1 for normal. Pansin nyo, there's 3, 2, ang 1 is and so on. It's because naka-classify siya based on the data set. Nasa ilalim siguro yun. So, after getting the structure of taste and specific, we need to set seed. Ano nga ba yung set seed, guys? Do you have any idea what is set seed? So, kapag napakinggan natin yung set seed is para siyang seed ng bulaklak. Ano ba yung set seed, guys? Do you have any idea of set seed? So, ang set seed is to create a random numbers that can be reproduced of our studio. So, we can just simply run this one, guys. Yeah. So, okay na siya. Dapat nag-run siya, guys. Then, we have sump here. Sump nrow wine. Wine 0.8. Since ang sa training, we only need 80% from the dataset, no? And for the testing set is we only need 20% of it, no? So we need to run this one, guys. Yep. Ayun. So sa sump, dapat ang output niya this one and this one, ang values. Ang sa integers, dapat 1279 ang lalabas, guys. So we have training set dito or the training variables. We need to run that one. Just wait until may lalabas dito sa left sa ating environment. Sa right part ng ating RStudio. So we have the test also. Why? Do you have any idea why kumonte in sa train in test? It's because katulad din sa hash, next we need to split the data into training and testing. 80% for training and 20% for testing. So 80% of 1,599 is equals to 1,279 observation na lang. You can do it by checking at in your calculator, guys. Then, for testing naman, you can simply get the 20% of 1,599 observation of wine to get the test variables or the observations. No? So, we need to check the dimension of training and testing dataset if there is an NA or a question mark. Why we need to get those dimension? Para ma-check natin guys kung there is a missing data ba. No? Check the training data. So, dapat ito yung lalabas. Teka lang guys. It's kind of matagal. So, ito na yung lalabas guys. Kompleto naman siya. Wala siyang kulang-kulang. So, there is no missing data. Then, sa test naman, sorry guys for lag. It's late. So, it's almost the same. There is no missing data at the same time. So now we need to install the random forest library. So we can just simply drag this one, then control run. Alright? So okay siya. Let's build the random forest model or the RF function. No? As a shortcut na lang guys. Let's build that's the hash lang guys ha. So just wag niyong pansinin yung mga hash RF model. So sa the attributes, teka lang guys. It's running na. It's yeah. Papapansin natin mamaya. Matagal lang talaga siya guys. Ayun. Matagal lang talaga siya. Ayun. So, kapag ni-run nyo si RF model and confusion, kaya ito dapat yung lalabas guys ha. No. This is the output. So we have here sa names, we have call, confusion, importance, entry, and test. Sa class naman, we have bad, good, and normal. No? So these are the total of um, normal, normal for normal. No? So, sana ba yun? Sana ba tayo? Bakit ayaw pa rin mag-run? Kasi nga, ang tagal. So the next step is to validate our model using the test data. So mag-install tayo ng Caret na package. We can simply drag this hash install packages Caret and library Caret, no? So okay siya guys. Um etong error message or the warning message, i-ano nyo lang, skip nyo lang ha. So, alright. So, RF model to predict. Then we have confusion matrix. So, the output for this one is dapat ito, no? And this one. So, we need to open this one. Since wala namang lumabas na confusion matrix nung nirun natin yung syntax ni confusion matrix above, which is ito, no? Doon mo makikita yung accuracy niya ni confusion matrix. Pero since we have models naman here, we can simply do the same thing pero more on calculation lang. So, paano nga ba natin gagawin? So, after natin na run si RF model to predict, we need to find the predicted and open this one. Teka lang guys. Ayaw niya talaga. Like if you were eager to count and count and count, you will analyze there na there is a 200. Wait lang guys, nawawala yung papel ko. My paper is missing. There is 270 through 272 observation for normal, and there is a 18 observation for goods. Ngayon, para makita natin and ma-check natin yung accuracy ng confusion matrix natin is we can simply dito tayo sa console guys para hindi masira yung syntaxes natin sa taas. So, again, yung 272 na observation ni normal is plus natin kay 18 na observation. So, that's the total of 290. Mag-calculator na lang kayo guys. Tapos, divide natin siya sa number of observation ni test. Kaya since ang lumabas naman sa, tulad nito, same nito. The RF model of confusion matrix is to predict is yung test na variables. Now, kailangan natin kunin yung total observation ni test. So, divide 320. So, that is the accuracy check of or the confusion's accuracy of test. No? So, that is 0.90625. So, how about naman sa training set J? You can do the same thing sa ganun. Alright? So, proceed tayo. Since tapos na tayo dito, tapos na rin tayo dito, let's calculate the accuracy. Okay na siya. Display the result. So, mag-display tayo ng result dito, guys. So, okay siya. Teka lang. Teka lang, guys. Tagaan siya. Nag-run. It's kind of matagal talaga siya. Sorry for that. So, this is the RF model, guys, no? So, pansin nyo, yung 0 na error and sa 3 kay almost flat line lang siya, no? Then, okay. Ayan. So, from 600 trees, pansin nyo dito sa 600 trees, like, same as sa error, kay flatline lang siya, because it is either no longer decrease after this point. So maybe from 600 datasets, kay consistent lang ang datas. Kaya that's the reason why of being the line flattened. So we have to run this one. This one also. Evaluate variable importance. Ayun. So nakita nyo guys, eto malaki yung ano ni alcohol, yung mean niya, ang pinakamalaking mean sa kanila is si alcohol, then followed by volatile acidity. Yeah. So we have RM plot or the RF model guys. We just can simply run this one, then tune mtry. Ayan. So pansin natin na sa tune mpry na kapag sa mean, si alcohol yung may pinaka-highest mean. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. So balik tayo kasi naglalag po yung laptop. Na? So tune mtry. Hindi naman siya nagmamadali eh. So balik tayo sa var and plot, guys. Sorry for that po. Ayan. So okay na siya. So pansin nyo, sa alcohol, yung may pinaka-highest mean. Yeah, so kung mapapansin nyo dito, yan, 62. So it's almost the same representation. For the mean decrease accuracy, the highest is alcohol followed by sulfate, no? Or the volatile acidity. So, yun yung representation niya, guys, no? Then, sa, ano naman, follow tayo dito. So, run natin to, guys. Sorry for lag po. Yeah. Ayun. So, ano lang natin tong ano, guys. Etong error message, no? So, ayun. So, sa mtry naman, guys, since we're getting that 3-1, so this is going to based on, or this were based on the mean, or the most three highest na mean, which is, sana nga ba yun, guys? Ayun. Diba? This one. Sa alcohol, then followed by volatile, and followed by 35. Yung total sulfur. Yeah. So that would be all for random forest. So once again, I am Lowell J. D. De Los Santos from BSIS 3 of Northlink Technological College. And that would be all for this algorithm. Thank you everyone for watching.